In case you've been buried under a rock for like the last 20 years or so, the Atlanta Braves can pitch. But look at just the last 5 years with their pitching coach, Roger McDowell. They have continued to maintain that level of dominance. So for more, here's Bobby with his old friend.
Thanks, Chris. Joined right now by a good friend of mine for a long time, pitching coach of the Atlanta Braves, Roger McDowell. Roger, your pitching is doing outstanding, and I know you don't like to take a lot of credit, but you know what? I'm going to give you a lot of credit because you're second in baseball in ERA. You guys are atop the National League East. You're doing an outstanding job. You lose two of your key bullpen guys in May. How did you overcome such a loss and just not skip a beat?
Well, it's, you know what, we did lose two very vital pieces of our bullpen, Eric O'Flaherty and Johnny Venters. That being said, we've had guys been able to step in. We made the trade last winter for Jordan Walden, who has stepped into the eighth inning role, who's done an outstanding job. I had a couple weeks there where we had to, or about a week where we had to shut him down a little bit, just from some of the usage that we've had to use him in the first half, and we just added another guy with Cameron Lowe, who was in our system and signed and was pitching at AAA. And if you remember him from Milwaukee, he's a guy who gets ground balls.
Let me ask you this: you just lost Mahalam. I know you got a guy Beachy who's coming back from Tommy John. Is anybody pressure on him to kind of hustle up and get back here, or are you going to be okay for a while?
No, I think we'll be okay. You know, Paulie went on the DL. I think it was, Sunday, put him on the DL after his Saturday start. So he'll be missing 2 weeks. Brandon Beachy is still in the rehab process of coming back from Tommy John. A young man who's going to step into Paul Mahalam's shoes is going to be the young left-hander that we saw in that doubleheader start the game, Alex Wood. We felt the need for him to get extended, go back down, get some innings so that we had some options from the starting rotation standpoint.
I got to ask you about Mike Minor, though. To me, he was pretty good last year, but now he's like this strikeout machine. He doesn't walk anybody. You mentioned process. What has been the big increase in his control of the zone this year compared to last?
Michael had his struggles early in the year, and we were patient, and we believed in him. And I think we believed in him sometimes a little bit more than himself the first half of last year. But probably the biggest thing for Michael, any young pitcher for me, or any pitcher that has success at this level, is being able to command the fastball, and especially being able to command the fastball and fastball counts. And so he's been able to do that. He's seen the success.
You know, you spent a long time here. What is your favorite part of having played here, and what does it mean when you come back here? Is it still a big deal when you come back here? Does it still matter?
Yeah, it is. You know, Bobby, when you come back to New York, I mean, you know, obviously being a former player here, being a player on a team that won a World Series, had success, and I think probably the most vivid memory is the teammates that we had during the course of those years when we were successful, and you know having you and Ronnie and Keith and Gary. And all the other teammates that we went through battles with, and I think that's probably the greatest memory from a standpoint of coming back. Even though it's a different ballpark, it's still New York, and I love the city. I love getting up and walking around the city and seeing the people and the vibrance of the city. There's no other city like it.
I really appreciate you taking the time right now. I know you're busy, and I wish you the best. I don't know about the next couple days, maybe kind of sort of the best. But
I understand.
Overall,
I understand.
All right, overall, buddy, best of luck. Finish strong. Have a great year.
All right. Thanks, Bobby. Always good to talk to you.
All right, bud.